Sri Lanka's startup ecosystem is generating a lot of attention due to its rapid growth. Since 2009, Sri Lanka has seen an explosion of startups, investors, co-working spaces, hubs, accelerators and programs, and support from the government and private sector. Its strategic geographical position at the southern tip of India places it at the nexus of the world, connecting Asia-Pacific with the Middle East, Europe, and Africa. In a country where the engineering talent has always impressed, nurturing and empowering local entrepreneurs is the key to finding novel solutions and technologies to global problems.
Well, the Sri Lankan ecosystem for startups has changed significantly. When I started my company in 1996, I think you could count just with one hand. But today I find that we have various industries, very close to 2,500 companies that are popping up.
So Sri Lanka has some of the sort of critical enabling factors that you would think of when you think of the startup ecosystem. It's a middle-income country, solid sort of per capita, close to $4,000. Also, we have an HDI score that's amongst the highest in South Asia. So the country's done extremely well on the basics in terms of electrification, education, literacy rates of close to 99%. So what that means is we also have a very large talent pool and a well-educated talent pool that's coming to the market. That's one of the key factors that you need for startup ecosystem to flourish.
A lot of our students have been winning competitions organized by companies like Microsoft, say Microsoft Imagine Cup, and then there's Google Scholar. After maybe US universities, Moroto University has been winning most number of awards. So I think it shows that University of Moroto has that talent.
In the global market, Sri Lanka has an established reputation for engineering robust technical software. Calci Technologies produces PayPal's transnational dashboard, while eBay and Uber utilize software produced by local WSO2. Ikman.lk has been SourceSide Technologies' biggest digital marketplace success and acts as proof of concept for their Swedish investors as they roll out new digital marketplaces in emerging countries such as Ghana. Another software company, CodeGen, have diversified into groundbreaking projects such as AI Grow, an AI-driven solution for urban agriculture, and Vega, Sri Lanka's first electric supercar. It makes sense then that when the macro-level technology is high quality, it trickles down to the next generation of entrepreneurs.
So Startup X Foundry, it's more than an accelerator, it's a foundry. Foundry is where we shape and help startups. We're focusing on tech startups who look at venturing out of the country.
We did an industry study actually through SLASCON. We've been using that data to drive what the problems to solve in the ecosystem. One of the main key points is there's lack of proper incubators and accelerators, and we thought that was a kind of area that we could focus on and tackle, which is why we founded Hatch, which is going to be Sri Lanka's largest accelerator / incubator and co-working space in Sri Lanka.
So if you take a startup today, a startup needs plenty of resources, hand-holding, mentorship, in terms of funding, in terms of networking. Then we created a program called the Venture Engine, which brings investors and entrepreneurs onto a platform. And last year, we had Asia's largest business angel conference called ABAF. So through this alliance, we were able to invest more than 2 billion rupees in 30-odd companies.
So I think if 5 years from now, at least 10 Sri Lankan startups have become big regional players, that would be a measure of success. And I believe that because of where the startup ecosystem is right now and the kind of players we're already seeing it right now, and a lot of our startups are already showing immense potential with having very little resources, to be honest. So if this is what we can do at this stage with little exposure, imagine what we can do if we actually fix all those pieces and do more.
Happy to say that today we filed 15 patents, 13 in the US, 2 locally. We've actually generated roughly 200 million by the sale of some of these patents and this knowledge.
So what's going to happen over the next 10 years is that investment will happen. It is where the opportunity lies. The next billion-dollar market cap company is going to be from the new economy, not the old. What I hope and what I wish would happen is that corporate Sri Lanka wakes up. and commit serious capital. And I don't mean only financial capital, intellectual capital as well. And they need to do this not just to simply do it as a social responsibility project, but they really need to do it to survive. Because it is through funding and promoting the new platforms that all corporates will figure out their future. It is by creating this ecosystem, the country's economy will also progress.
Design Corp is really an ecosystem in the space of design. It actually consists of all dimensions. So starting with AOD, so it's in the space of education. Then we have the Island Craft Project and Design for Sustainable Development Foundation, which takes these designers that we create then and integrates them into cottage industry, plus into large-scale industries like the apparel industry and those sectors. Then we also have platforms like the Mercedes-Benz Sri Lanka Design Festival, which showcases the design talent we create to, I would say, a global audience which we invite each year. We are building this Colombo Innovation Tower, which will hopefully bring it all together and help position Sri Lanka as the creative hub of South Asia. I think over the years I've seen it improve leaps and bounds, but I still see that there is a long way to go as well.
The ecosystem is very, very vibrant. Good quality of entrepreneurs, ideas that can kind of scale. Now it's about helping them structure deals that take them outside of Sri Lanka.
So our ministry is a bit of a catalyst ministry, and our main focus is on driving transformation in the Sri Lankan economy with a focus on trade, investment, innovation and entrepreneurship. And some of the key things that we are involved in is that we're coming out with a new innovation and entrepreneurship strategy for Sri Lanka, which will have a lot of very interesting components that can really drive this economy forward.
Creating a robust and conducive ecosystem in Sri Lanka is an ongoing process. Now, the outstanding technology and finance skills base is being complemented by new entrepreneurial and business acumen development programs. Elsewhere, new enabling government policies such as immigration reforms are opening up more international inflow of knowledge, resulting in brain gain. And since the influx of foreign direct investment is fast-tracking emerging startups, Sri Lanka has the potential to make a global startup hub here an authentic reality.